The cats are all of our cats.
All right, so who does the snake and rabbit belong to?
The rabbit was mine and hers, and the snake was her son's.
All right, so you killed the rabbit and you killed the snake. Okay. All right. All right, this is what the court is ordering, and cause number ending in 0. Court is calling 2024 CR 0348 and 2024 CR 1860, State of Texas versus Macedonio Martinez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Zach Dunn for the state.
Defense,
Scott McComb from Mr. Martinez.
are you Mr. Martinez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all of the discovery in each cause number, and did you review it with your client?
Yes, I have and I did.
And each cause number, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. And each cause number, did you review the documents entitled application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And each cause number, did you review the documents entitled true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand them?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, in each cause number, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
State, in each cause number, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor. For the family case is as is, and then for the CTD case, we're proceeding on both counts of the indictment.
All right. Did you review the documents entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers of affidavit and admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand them? Did you sign them in all the appropriate places?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand, and the cause number ending in 48, you're charged with the offense of assault, family choking, strangulation? That's the third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. And the cause number ending in 60, you're charged in counts 1 and count 2 with cruelty to non-livestock. Did you understand that is also cruelty to non-livestock, torture, etc. Did you understand that each of those cause numbers, in each of those counts, the range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes,
If
Your Honor.
y'all will put count 2 on both of those, counts 1 and count 2?
Yes, Your Honor. Would you like me to put it just after the 94 or?
No, if you'll put it after the charge or either above the charge, that way he'll know it's count, yes, he'll know it's count 1 and count 2.
Absolutely, Judge.
Do you need a break? Okay. And each cause number, do you understand you have a right to jury trial? Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you have the cough drop now? All right.
It gives me time.
Let me see if I have one. I think I mentioned some. Do we have any cough drops over
They're
there?
down there, Judge.
All right, just one moment. Let me grab a cough drop for her.
She might have flower allergies.
No, she's there. Her flower allergies for this one.
I went ahead and hopefully I've done, if that's helpful.
Oh, no, that's good.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
That way, it'll be clear to both parties exactly that he's pleading to both counts.
Yes, ma'am.
And state. All right, we're back on the record. And did you understand, if you have a plea bargain agreement, the court does not have to follow your plea in either of these cases. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront Any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent. Counsel, did you have him sign? Did you understand by entering these agreements, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, sir.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into pleas in each of these cause numbers?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has,
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offenses?
I do believe.
Mr. Martinez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes,
Are you a U.S. citizen?
yes,
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. In each cause number, punishment is to be assessed at 8 years in the prison. The state recommends community supervision. The cases will run concurrent. State will take in consideration 717751, 723-910. There's to be no ownership of connection with animals or pets. And in the cause number ending in 48, there's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with the complainant and no contact with Dominique Hernandez. Did you understand with the affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as a primary custodial parent? Did you understand that to be your plea? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions?
Only bond-related motions, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 8 years. And the cause number ending in 1860, they're requesting a TAP evaluation, follow recommendation, $1,000 fine, 200 hours of community service restitution, and that you be placed on the MIC caseload. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then in the cause number ending in 1860, how do you plead to count one?
No contest.
How do you plead to count two?
No contest.
And the cause number ending in 0348, how do you plead?
No contest.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. For both causes, state offers state wanted attachments with both.
No objection.
Right. State, did you have a chance to speak with the complainant?
Yes,
And is the complainant aware of the plea agreement?
the complainant is aware, Your Honor. Yes.
All right. You may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
And each of the cause numbers, did you review the document entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. And cause number ending in 0348, the court will find you guilty. And the cause number ending in 1860, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty of count 1 and count 2. The court will find you guilty of count 1 and count 2. Is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just so you know, Judge, he was going through mental health issues when this occurred and was off his medication. Since then, he's been on a GPS and has on his own gone and had an anger management class that he completed. More importantly, I think, is he is consistently seeing a therapist that can be verified with his pretrial officer because she's allowed him to go to the appointments, and also got back on his medication with the doctor. So he's addressing his mental health issues. And so I'm confident that you won't have any issues with him on probation. He's also gonna suffer a severe consequence already out of this, even though he's getting probation, and that he's been a licensed insurance adjuster for, I think, going on 20 years. Because of these felony convictions, he's gonna lose his license and lose his job. He's confident he can find other work, but he would have preferred not losing these things. So he has suffered consequences because of this, and he's addressing the mental health issues that caused it. If that'll give the court any comfort in this video.
Is Child Protective Services involved in this?
No, they're divorced and they're not his biological children.
Okay. Well, why
He
was
he does have his own children, though.
Well, in the police report, he's complaining that she has a boyfriend at the child exchange. So what child exchange was taking place?
I don't know, but if it's something that is up from the police report of that incident, like I said, his mental health wasn't right, but maybe you can answer that.
We never had, the only child exchanges we had were with her ex-husband. And that's how we would do child exchanges. Like I would take them.
No, I mean, your attorney is saying that you don't have any biological children with her.
Oh, no, we're not with her.
What he's
Alright.
saying is he would take the children to meet with their father,
Their stepchildren, my
Child
stepchildren.
but they're divorced, so he doesn't have contact with them.
And what is his mental diagnosis?
Anxiety and depression. But I've kept up, I've started off at twice a week for therapy, once a month for psychiatry. And they've tapered me off to once a month for therapy, and then once a month for psychiatry.
Okay, I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't pretend to be one. Did I take a lot of psychology courses in college? Yes. Where I could have majored in it? Yes, but I'm not a psychiatrist. So I don't understand how I'm not on my anxiety or depression medication equals cruelty to animals.
I don't know, Judge.
So if I can explain that, Your Honor?
Yes.
So on that day, it was a long week. I underestimated my role in the situation where her daughter, my stepdaughter at the time, had a back surgery. And so I thought it was going to be, her and her ex-husband or whatever. So he didn't go. He went for like 2 hours. And so I took the whole week off of work. That was stressing me out. And then when we got back from when she was released from the hospital, I had to go pick up my mom because it was my daughter's time to live with me for the summer because of my agreements. So I drove back from Laredo, came back, and then we went to the hospital, picked up my stepdaughter, and we all went home together. And then we just started to have an argument, and I think both of us were really heated. Then when she left me, I fell asleep because we fought all night and I worked all day and I passed out. I fell asleep. When I woke up, she was gone, and I had lost my family. And so I just kind of I've never had a mental health issue like that, like a mental lapse like that.
So I'm trying to understand how all of those pressures translate to killing a rabbit, and it appears snatching apart the spine of a snake, but you didn't disturb the cats that were your mom's cats. So I don't understand.
Oh.
Who did the snake and the rabbit belong to?
The cats are all of our cats.
All right, so who does the snake and rabbit belong to?
The rabbit was mine and hers, and the snake was her son's.
All right, so you killed the rabbit and you killed the snake. Okay. All right. All right, this is what the court is ordering, and cause number ending in 0348. Court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 1860. Taking consideration 71775, 7233910. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Christine Martinez, Dominique Hernandez, no unsupervised contact with minors, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. There's to be no ownership or contact with any animals. So that means not going to the zoo, anything that has to do anything with animals. You can't own a goldfish, anything. You understand? I'm going to want field visits one time per month until further notice. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once parenting classes are completed, that will be deemed satisfied. Is there anything else with regards to that case, probation? Did you? There'll be regular random UAs. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal in that cause number? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, yeah.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because it's an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, yeah.
All right, next we're going to proceed in cause number ending in 1860. In each count, the court is finding you guilty. Both counts will run concurrent with each other. And it will be concurrent with 2024 CR 0348. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. 200 hours of community service restitution. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits until further notice. No unsupervised contact with minors. There's to be a TAP evaluation, follow all results. There's to be a MIC evaluation, follow all results. And those evaluations are to take place in custody. There's to be no contact with animals. Probation, there's going to be field visits until further notice. Is there anything else he needs?
In filling out his personal data form, it indicates he lives in Laredo.
Okay.
So are you giving him permission to?
All right. So what we'll do, because you all can't do field visits in Laredo, correct?
So we can transfer the case. We can transfer the case, and depending on whether or not they have the ability to do that there, I can ask for a report to let you know.
All right. So we'll do a transfer to Laredo. I'm going to want GPS, waive fees, and he's to be on GPS until further notice. Is there anything else, probation?
No, Judge.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Sure.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Sure.
And probation, both cases, you can see if they'll transfer them to Laredo. All right. Thank you, Deputy Laura. He's going to go into custody. All right.
Judges, are you ordering jail time as a condition of
I'm-
probation or what?
I'm ordering that he remain in custody until the TAP evaluation is completed, until the MIC evaluation is completed, and follow all results of the TAP evaluation and MIC evaluation.
He's still got a job at this time, Judge. I mean, could you give him a week to turn himself in or something to make those arrangements with his employer and
No.
that's gonna hurt his livelihood. I mean,
I mean, I understand. All right, thank you.